Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's been quite a morning. Welcome. Yes, it's our boy, me. Welcome, Bruno, Waza, Arrow, Acropore52, Sirwin Friendly Man, and everyone else who is here. I spent the Biden Effect Trilogy news. I know. So first, I was literally dancing around my house about the Mass Effect Trilogy, and I was, hey Ash, and I couldn't I wore my N7 sweatshirt today and everything in hopes of Mass Effect news, and it happened. Mass Effect Trilogy this spring. I'm excited. And then came the news of the election, and you know what? It's the best day ever. And maybe today is just the perfect day to needle felt and poke my fingers off for all of you. 'Cause it's SWAGFest! You bought them and never played them? Oh man, you should play them. They're so good. Alright. Yes, they're pretty awesome games. Probably one of my favorite game series of all time. Alright, today we're talking about needle felting, which is when you take something like this, wool, and you poke it a lot with some needles, and then it turns into stuff. It's amazing. When you're starting out, you can buy kind of these. Yes, Bruno, that's kind of it. It's not cloth, it's wool roving. It's pulls apart like this. So, when you start off, you can buy a kit, and the kit will come with like a ton of different colors of these mini packs, kind of like cat fur, yeah. It comes with these mini packs and like tons of colors. When I first got one of them, I was like, oh, this is like no amount. Like, these are so little. How am I gonna make anything? Hey Zen. But it turns out you actually can. Looks can be deceiving. Usually those packs also come with these. These are really soft and flexible, and you can poke them, but they can give you a general idea of like where to poke to get different shapes. And a lot of times I don't make the actual shape, but I'll use part of it. Like say I just need something with 3 of these, so I'll just use this as a guide, and I won't make this whole flower. It'll help me keep everything going in the right direction. So usually you'll just get needles like this. Hey Heaven Smile _ So these are felting needles. They're not just needles. I don't know if you can see this, but along the edge there's little like sharp parts on the sides. That's what's going to catch all the fibers and kind of get them to stick together. And different needles have different size sharp little cuts in them. So if you're trying to get a big piece to stick together, you're going to use the one with the bigger marks on the sides. If you're trying to do more detail work, you're going to use one of these finer needles with the finer little cuts on the side. So it's not really this sharp part at the top that's doing the felting, it's all these little things on the sides that's catching all the felt. I mean, it's turning it into felt. Yeah, there was an amazing singer on this channel last night, Dan James. If you didn't catch it, catch the VOD, because Dan James was incredible. I'm definitely going to injure myself today, because I always do when I'm needle felting, but, you know, it's worth it. Speaking of that, a lot of kits will come with these. They're finger covers. Hey, Key Otter, what's up? And Arrow redeemed 10 SWAGFest raffle tickets, and you can too. You can redeem either 30. You can redeem them by 10s or 1s, and you can tell me how you want to allocate those points and win lots of prizes. There are swag t-shirts available. There's sticker packs. There's a Geek Swag song. Nice, Key Otter. So what else? And I'm sure there's other cool stuff. Oh, there's a $20 gift card to the Nintendo eShop. So redeem your tickets And you also can get tickets by subbing or gifting subs or donating money. And all the money that we get this weekend, whether it's bits or subs or donations, is going to go to MAGFest. So yeah. Anyways, like I was talking about, these are finger covers. I think you're only supposed to like put them on these two fingers, whichever ones are holding the felt, but I always end up putting them on all of my fingers because I am clumsy, as everyone saw yesterday. But yeah, here's something I made earlier. It's just a little ball. Balls are actually kind of hard to make into the right shape. You have to constantly turn them in every direction, otherwise it's going to turn out really lopsided. But this one came out pretty good. Let's see, anything else I want to show you guys? Oh yeah, these are really cute. You can get these little sets of these are eye pieces. So to put an eye on your character, whatever you're making, you basically make a little cut. You can use an X-Acto knife or a little pair of scissors. Put a dab of glue on this side and then just push the eye all the way in. So I like using those. They come in different colors too. So here's a blue one and a red one, green, pink, brown. So those are really fun to use. So let us get to felting. So I had a bunch of ideas of like what I could show you guys to make, but since it's N7 day, I decided maybe I should work a little bit on this guy. I don't know if you can recognize who he's going to be just from the color of it, but I started this a while ago and then I just kind of stopped because I got distracted with other crafting projects, which is always what happens to me. And it's actually supposed to be a little chibi Garrus. So let's put on... It's a fossil! That was yesterday. Let's see if I can find a shape that I could use for what I need. Actually, the ones that I was showing you earlier are probably pretty good. Garrus has a bunch of like things on. Hey Edenoth, nice to see you. Things all over his face because he's a Turian and that's how they be.
Oh.
Woo! Oh, this is gonna be great.
Swag for love fest. 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 Swag for love fest.
Love it. I love it so much. Alright, so let's get to felting. We'll take some of this wool roving. And you place it near the shape that you want it to be like. You put your finger things on so that you don't stab yourself too much, despite the fact that I definitely will. Oh, here's where I cut myself yesterday on stream. That was special. Alright, so I'm gonna take... Oh, so these are handles, by the way. You can replace the needle that comes inside them. It makes it easier to felt. You don't need a handle, but it makes it way easier to hold everything, obviously. And you don't want to, like, poke the needle in and move it. You're gonna break your needle that way. You want it to go kind of... The direction that you put it in is the direction you want to take it out to. So this, these also come with a lot of the felting things you buy these pads to do it on. Yeah, +2 defense. I'll need more than that. So you kind of want to just get it into the shape that you want. And you want to flip it over, otherwise it's going to keep sticking just to the pad and not make actually a shape. And so every time I'm poking it, it's tangling up the fibers a little bit more into the shape that I want. And you want to leave some of it not felted if you're going to attach it, because the loose fibers are what you're going to use to attach it to what you've already made. And it makes a cool sound. I'm sure you guys can probably hear it. And that sound is really not the fiber, it's poking into the pad below. Hey, sweet Beegis. It looks like magic. Felting can take a long time, but the results can be really cool. Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying yesterday, like now that all my crafting stuff is down here in this room with all my stream stuff, I might do more crafting streams because I don't know why it works. Well, it works because you are knotting up all the fibers, but in the direction that you want. It actually does, I mean, it takes a while. Felting is not the fastest craft to do. But once it's all knotted up, it'll be stuck in that shape. And you can always just, if you don't have enough, add a little more. You know, happy little trees. Finger mallets. Oop, this isn't the one. Yeah, so like I was saying, I use the wider needles when I'm starting out, and then I'll do the fine needles for finishing it up or adding details. So you can see it's starting to kind of get a shape, but it still needs to be refined. So I can, maybe I'll switch needles. But once it's starting to get its shape, you don't really need it in this thing anymore unless you really want to. But yeah, it'll also like shrink down because it's all getting knotted up. So see how like this one is like really wide and then kind of wide and then thinner. So you can tell it's getting felted. It's basically turning it into felt, like the felt sheets you get, but you're not making sheets. Don't hurt yourself again. Thank you. I won't. Or I will, maybe, but I'll try not to. So these finger guards are pretty good. They also make, I think I have them somewhere. They have like ones made out of silicone and stuff like that, but I don't like those as much. I don't feel like I have enough movement of my hand to kind of control where the felt is. But yeah, these needles are actually like really sharp, so you do either want to be way more careful than me or wear finger guards. Let's see if we can get this piece onto his head today. Oh yeah, well, that's Sir One Friendly Man, is because a lot of times I'll do this and then like poke it, and then when I didn't have finger guards on all my fingers, it didn't go well. And I don't think you're supposed to do that, but sometimes you just gotta felt it in a certain direction and you can't help it. You know what I'm saying? Alright. So once it's truly felted, it's not gonna be as soft and fuzzy anymore. It'll feel like a felt sheet. It will still be soft, but not as fuzzy. So see how I'm not felting the bottom as much? That's because I want to use that spot to attach it to the head, which we can do right now. So I like the sound it makes, actually. You like the song selection? It's just like random songs that I found. It was like random jazz persona mix. I think there's like some consoles on there, and I'm not sure, other people too. So look, it's attached now. It's definitely not gonna come off. Hey Sheepy, welcome. Thanks, Bruno. I do like MKF's playlists a lot.
There it is! Everything I wanted is in this room.
Thanks for the follow. Welcome to SWAGFest. We are celebrating 1 year of being affiliate, and we're celebrating our community, and thanks for being a part of it. You can stay tuned. We're gonna have a bunch of music acts, and right after me is gonna be a beatboxing lesson by Sweet Beaches. Aww. Thanks, Arrow, for gifting that sub. Welcome to the Swag fam, Sheepy. Alright, so look, this is attached now. Look at that. Alright. Before I move on to more pieces of Garrus's face, I forgot, I wanted to show you guys. So, so you can get bigger packs than I showed you of colored felt in specific colors, but really when you're making a really big piece, you can make it out of just undyed wool roving, like this. Like, it comes in a giant bag. Look, this will last me like so long. So you can make the core out of this and then felt color on top of it, and that'll save your colored felt, so you don't have to use up so much of it. Oh, and this is the glue I wanted to show you guys. This is the tacky glue for attaching the eyes on it. This is what I usually use. You can use other kinds of glue too, but I think tacky glue works really well for this. Arrow is the new Nujj? Yeah. Okay. Now we need a piece of his face. What does that look like? Let's see if I can find a piece that can be like his jaws, or whatever those are on his face. Mandibles. He is very attractive.
Aww.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
It is. Hey Spitball, good to see you. Welcome to SWAGFest.
Aww.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you. Thank you for gifting 5 subs.
Aww.
Welcome to the Swag fam. Manda Stitches No More Sombra.
Aww.
Chambi, QA Buck, and Ash Mallard. Thank you so much.
Ah.
All right.
Ah.
Also, Spitball. Ooh, I'm just gonna delete this because there's actually kids watching. But those earned you raffle points. So Spitball, if you go onto our Discord and you go to the, it's gonna be a raffle section. No problem. Then you can tell me how you want to allocate your raffle points and earn cool prizes. Because this weekend is SWAGFest, and anyone who gifts a sub or what is this supposed to, what do you think this, oh, this is supposed to be a stocking. But I think this will be perfect for Garrus's like jaw mandible thing. Anyone who gifts a sub or cheers or anything gets raffle tickets to earn cool SWAGFest prizes. So it's a good weekend for that. Actually, what size should I make it? Probably this middle one. Okay. We're gonna use this stocking shape for his jaw. And we'll need 2 of them, because there's 1 on each side. And this is in celebration of N7 Day. Alright. This is gonna be way too much. Scissors are important when you're felting. What is N7? Thank you, Spitball. I have stabbed myself many, many times. So N7 Day is a celebration of Mass Effect. As you can see, it says N7 over here. I know, the remaster was announced today. I was hoping it was, because, yeah, please make sure your kitchen's not on fire. That's a good thing. Alright, yeah, so, what was I saying? Oh. N7 is a celebration of Mass Effect, so every November 7th, we really hope for some good Mass Effect news, and there really hasn't been for years. But today, they announced the remaster of the trilogy. Look how puffy it is. But yeah, so I was really excited about them announcing that. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for that announcement. Felting is also a good way to kind of like, you know, when you're frustrated and you want to stab something a million times. Does that happen to anyone else? Just me? One thing about this handle is sometimes the needle slips into the handle, so then you gotta adjust it. It's very therapeutic. We have a flight ready for Nujj. So what that is referring to is my younger daughter named her Animal Crossing island Nujj. So it's like every time you fly there, it's like, do you want to fly to Nujj? Or thank you for donating fossils for like the Nujj. Okay, this is too fat. Oh look, and now I have 2. Perfect. whenever you donate fossils, it's like, thanks for, like, donating fossils to the, like, Nujj Museum and stuff like that. It's pretty funny. Alright, let's shape this so it's actually a shape and not just a fuzzball. I know. I actually did play the Halloween event, but I had to time travel because I forgot, and I did it the next day, and it was actually pretty cute. Seeing all my neighbors dressed up in their little costumes. And I got, like, pretty cool stuff. Like, I got, yeah, Konalola, that's my island. I got, like a pumpkin carriage. Like, it's a huge carriage-looking decoration, but it's a giant pumpkin. I know, it's the first time I ever time-traveled. I kind of felt bad, but then I bought all this candy, like, all October, and then I was like, what am I supposed to do with it now? It was worth it. Alright, let's try and get all the edges in. Anyone else like doing geeky crafting? Or is it just me? I love just... The next thing I want to make is... in Final Fantasy XIV, I have this little, like, minion that follows me around. It's called Demon Brick. It's literally, like, a white cube, but it has dragon... like feet and a tail and wings, and it's so funny. It just like derps around and falls over all the time and never behaves, and I love it. And that's definitely the next thing I want to make. I would love a little demon cube. How do we not have a command that's normal? I'll have to fix that. Alright, this is the first little piece I made. This will be the other one for the other side of his face. Totally just poked myself even through this thing. Yeah, I don't know how we don't have a normal command. I really think that was an oversight on my part. So, yeah, by the way, we have tons and tons of fun stuff going on today. I'm just the first person. Where did I put my schedule? Here it is. So I'm the first person. After I wrap up, Sweet Beegis, Boz / Boz, same guy. I don't think we do have a command for the schedule, but the schedule is pinned to our Discord. We have a SWAGFest. Can someone link to the Discord? We have a SWAGFest, and also the schedule's here on Twitch. If you scroll down beneath our stream in the About section, I copied all the schedule there. So, either of those two places. Okay, yeah. Here on Twitch at 2 o'clock Eastern will be Beatboxing 101. So if you want to learn how to beatbox, Boz will teach you how. And at 4:20 on our Discord is Swag-eperty, so don't miss that. That's being run by the Achieve Zen right there. Yeah. Thanks, Edenoth. I appreciate that. We would love it if everyone tuned in all weekend. And then at 6:30 Eastern on our Discord, Boz and I will... Hey, Ma, we're welcome. Boz and I will be explaining all our swag memes. So if you ever wonder what the heck we're talking about or why we have so many weird emotes, we're gonna explain a lot of our commands and emotes and where they came from and what they mean. So that's gonna be really fun. We put a lot of time into that presentation. So come and check that out, 6:30 on our Discord. tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, Boz is going to be beatboxing, but this time it's not a lesson. He will be beatboxing to your video game music request, so come and request your favorite video game song and he'll beatbox over it, and it's really cool. And let's see. And then the last thing tonight is if you play Final Fantasy XIV and you are on the Aether Data Center, we're having a photo shoot. And come, you can dress your character how you like, or just wear what you wanna, and pose with your friends. Those are all the things happening today. We have a lot of fun stuff planned tomorrow too. It'll be the third and final day of SWAGFest, and I think it's going pretty well so far. All right, let's get you a jaw, Garrus, shall we? Let's see, where on his face is it? Attach. See, this is how I always end up stabbing myself, because I'm not very careful with attaching stuff. I can't wait for the beatboxing lesson. I think it's going to be awesome. Yeah, 2 p.m. is the learning, the educational portion. And 8 p.m. you get to just request what you want. Relax, chill, listen to some VGM tunes. Stabby, 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 stabby. Alright. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to get like the kind of gray color that Garrus is, but I'm pretty happy with what I found. Alright, so now he has some... I don't know what these are. You know, whatever these are on his face. Scales, mandibles. I think I'm gonna give him, like, one of these kind of eyes instead of, like... Sometimes I felt on just little eyes. But I might make him have one of these so he can be extra cute. I don't know if these are small enough. I might have to go look for smaller ones at another time. But we'll see. And he actually has another layer of these spiky things behind with like a lot more. So let's do that. Or we can also make something else. I can work on this Garrus later. Alright. Who wants to see me do more Garrus? And who wants to see me make... Let's see. We can make something round. I can show you how to make a ball. I can make like Voltorb or Electrode or Jigglypuff. I did say Garrus. That's what I was making. It's a little baby Garrus. Jigglypuff. 1 vote for Jigglypuff. I can show you how to make kind of a plain wool roving center. Alright, lots of votes for Jigglypuff. Let's do that. So you kind of want to make your shape to start roundish. Fruit! Alright, so it's kind of like this, and we'll add on to it more. Let's make a Jigglypuff. So you want to, so when you're making something round, stab it, turn it, stab it, turn it, and it's gonna get pretty small as you do this. You can always add more. But yeah, you don't want it to start becoming like an oval or something. Yeah, trust me, it's not pretty when I don't wear them. The first time I felt it, before I only had 2, and then I had like little like red pokes all over the rest of the hand. Not great. And it's starting to take shape, as you can see. Should we try to make it tiny, or should we try to make it bigger? Yeah, everyone say hi to Acropore52, because those are my kids. Who have incredible taste in music, so I feel like I'm doing something right. Alright, see how it's kind of taking shape? Whoa! Just trying to escape too. Alright, let's try to make it tiny and cute. Let's put some pink on it. Let me find some pink. Found some. Thanks, Serwin Friendly Man. Let's see, what's the closer color? These are like almost the same pink, but slightly different. This one's closer, I think. So it's gonna come in a pack like this, which will somehow open. I'm really good at this. I think you need scissors for these. Alright, the pink is free. So even though it looks like just a little, you can see that it was really compacted into there, and it's actually quite a bit. You can wrap it around, start getting the pink on here. So generally when I'm making something this small, I wouldn't really have a different colored core, but I just kind of wanted to show you that when you're making bigger pieces, that's what you do, because then you don't use up all your colored felt. And you can keep adding layers until you can't see the core anymore. And just like before, you want to keep turning it so it stays round. Oh, the core is pretty solid now. The more you poke it, obviously, the more compacted it's going to be. So at some point, the core is going to just be like not going to change its shape anymore. You can see it's happening. Also, whenever I have to like take a break or something, I always just do this and leave my needle so that I can find it later. I don't know if that's the best. Two-toe rail! It is a two-toe rail today. A two-toe rail about felting. Oh man, I should have put that in the swag memes. Oh well. Basically what happened with that one is Greyhand and I were streaming A Hat in Time, and it said tutorial, but like backwards on a door. We went into this like tutorial area, and we were like, what does that say? Two-toe rail? Like, it's not what it said. It said tutorial. But yeah, we have a bunch of commands. Who, what, where. Do we have all of them? Why? I don't know if we have all of them, but try them out. See what you get. Alright, so now you can see, I don't know if you can see, but maybe you can see that because we're using the big felting needle, now every time we're poking, it's kind of leaving a little dent. So to finish it off, you want to use the more fine needle so you don't have those. So it's more for detail work, finishing things off. Is this the best two-toe rail or what? Is anyone else like elated at all the news this morning? Like, I feel like 1,000,000 pounds have been lifted off of my shoulders. And now I can happily stab away. Alright. That's pretty good. Nice and pink. Alright. Let's see. Let's make some feet and hands. Let's get some shapes going. These are good. I'll probably use these for the hands. And what shape for the feet? Maybe these for the feet. That's right, I did make an orange cat named Cookie. No, let me use this one. See how the big one just really pulled it together fast? So these are really just guides. Make sure you're poking all in the right place to get the right shape that you want. But yeah, you want to take it out of there, otherwise it's gonna look like the top is felted, and then you're gonna take it apart and it's gonna be like, oh, just a blob underneath. Alright, starting to take shape. One little hand. Too much. So to make a big piece, it's actually pretty time consuming. So I usually just do a little bit of it and take a break or leave it for the next time I'm free. I really do like the end results though of felting. You can get some really cute stuff going on. There hasn't been bloodshed. I know. Not this stream. Last stream I wasn't so lucky. How are your fingers doing, Zen? They got... You were playing yesterday. Well, welcome back. Alright, so let's put this arm on. Maybe I'll use this needle. Doesn't really matter where at this point because it's just a ball with nothing else on it. Starting to stick. Aw, I think you sounded great. I was really enjoying that sing-along, and I hope you do it again sometime. There we go. One arm is attached. Let's attach the other one. Could honestly be Kirby right now too, but it's gonna be Jigglypuff. We did start a Kirby on my Polymer Clay 101 from yesterday. Alright, little arms attached. Shall we make little feet? You know what, I'm gonna make them a little wider. I'm gonna use maybe this shape just to help it from rolling around. It probably won't stand up on these feet, but it'll stop it from rolling around as much. Hey Danny, what's up? We are felting a little Jigglypuff. Start with this needle. And to kind of get it into the right shape, you need to go along the edges too. Otherwise, it's just going to be a blob on the bottom of it. Can you see that? It's starting to take shape. One little foot. Let's use the detail one to get all the little fuzzy things into the foot. Alright, now we need another one. Jigglypuff does have 2 feet. Yeah, thank you whoever gifted a sub to Acropora52. I think that was yesterday. Now, enjoy your swag emotes. Can y'all hear the like felting noise? I think you probably can. Nice. Persona. Yeah, so anyone who has raffle tickets, please let me know on the Discord where you would like your raffle tickets allocated. Otherwise, I guess I'll just allocate them randomly across the buckets or something. But I don't want you guys to like really want something and then not have your tickets in the right category. I'm always putting it all in for a Geek Swag song. That's awesome. So yeah, I'm making the feet a little bigger than they actually are so that it'll help with stability. And honestly, nothing with felt is like, oh no, I messed up, it's not fixable. That's not true. Because it's felt. You can just cut what you messed up with scissors and do it again. Wow, your kitchen's not... I did not stab myself, and your kitchen's not on fire, so things are going well. Alright, little pink feet, which do need to be finished off. But I may not bore you with all of the final finishing and add some ears. And the hair swirl, you gotta do that. Alright, but let's get some ears. Maybe use the tops of these for that shape. Jigglypuff has like kind of cat-shaped ears, like these maybe. Yeah. And honestly, for sometimes sharp corners like cat ears and things like that, it's a little hard to get. Jigglypuff looks like a flower, yeah. It's a little hard to get the actual point at the tip, so a lot of times I'll get kind of close, and then I'll just use scissors to cut a triangle shape. Alright, one basic ear. And if you get the basic shapes down, then you can spend time with the fine needle, like smoothing out your whole piece and getting all the fuzz into it so it's not like super fuzzy. What are y'all excited about for the rest of SWAGFest? Anything that really sticks out in your mind? Thanks. 452. Nice. I cannot wait for that. That's gonna be awesome. I can't wait till Greyhound and Arrow shame everybody with their knowledge. Hey, it's Adler. Welcome to SWAGFest. We are raising money for MagFest. Any donations, subs, etc., will earn you raffle tickets to win cool prizes. We have fun events going on throughout the... Oh yeah, Name That Tune should be awesome. We have fun events going all weekend long. So I'm going to attach this on, and then I'm going to cut it to make the shape a little more pointy. You should be back a little more. Okay. It's funny because when you're in mid felting, things just like don't really look like what they're going to. It just looks like little fuzz balls everywhere. But then as you continue to poke and poke away, it starts to take shape. Jigglypuff has cute little ears like that. Does Jigglypuff have a tail? I don't even know. The computer is working. Nightbot does say things at random times. It's actually a fixed timer. I think it's like every 15 minutes we have one timer go off, and every 20 minutes it's the other timer. But I have it saying random things at those times. Alright. Now we need that little hair swirl. And I may end up cutting these feet. I wanted to make them wide for stability, but they might be too wide. But right now I just want them in the right place. Stay on. Hair swirl. Let's see, how can I make this? Maybe I'll try to get it in kind of the right shape first. I'm not going to use a guide for this one because I don't think there is one that's going to be like Jigglypuff's hair swirl style. So I'm trying to just get the hair and then I'll bend it into the right shape. And then poke at it more, as one does when felting. It's kind of like curly. Kind of curling it with my finger to get it into the right shape, and then stabbing it as we do. Yo, Sir One Friendly Man is here too. I see both Mr. One Nice Guy and Sir One Friendly Man participated in our raffle yesterday, so hopefully one of them or both of them will tell me how they want those points allocated today. Alright, now I'm going to smooth this out with the smaller needle. Let's cut off this very extra cool hair at the back. We don't need that. Alright. Felt the rest into the head, so it's very attached. You can sort of see Jigglypuff taking shape. Let's trim the feet because they're super wide. See ya. Ooh. Dropped my needle. Got it. Magic. How have I not stabbed myself? Well, previously, when felting, I have, but not today yet. Yesterday, Oddler, I was doing clay, and I did cut myself while I was cutting some clay, so that was exciting for everyone involved. And also, the reason why these packs come with like a million needles is the little sharp parts on the edges will wear out and your needles will become less effective. So you don't want to use the same needle forever. Alright, well, you get the point on those. I'll definitely go through and kind of clean this up a little, make the shapes a little tighter. But let's give Jigglypuff some eyes, shall we? Jigglypuff has blue eyes. Let me see if I can find a good blue. I have lots of different colors. A very bright blue might be cool. That's too bright. This color? No. This color. Perfect. Alright. So now we have the right color for the eyes. So here's the mistake that I made, and I think a lot of people make. When I first started doing, like, little details like eyes and things, is that you need way less felt than you think. It's not gonna take that much. You just need enough to give you color, and if you add too much, it's gonna be really bulky. You don't want like the eye to be sticking out. You want the eye to just be on your character. And we're gonna use the fine needle for this. And you just want to slowly get it into the shape that you're trying to do the detail on. So I'm obviously just trying to make a circle here. And so that was just like a tiny bit, but you can see that was enough. Any more and it would just be really sticking off of it, which is not what you want. I think the first thing I felted was Goldie from Animal Crossing, and I did that with the eyes. I had to end up like cutting some of it off because it was too much. But see how it made a little circle right there? Going to be a little more careful with your detail work and not just go really fast, so you can make sure that you're getting all the fibers right in the spots that you want. And the other thing you don't want to do is like poke it too much. Once it's in the right shape, leave it alone, because if you keep poking it, it's going to go like into your piece, and then a lot of your detail work will be gone and you'll have to redo it. Clean up the edges. Look how cute it's looking. I just like to make stuff then. And there are some white detail marks on the eyes too, so let's see if I can find some white. This looks like this is white, or is this off-white? This is white. Oh, and this is white. I could make a mean board game. I don't know if I've ever made a board game. I could try. You like to make board games, right, son? Sometimes. I'd love to see one sometime. Ooh, those pieces. Okay. Fuzz everywhere. We're making Jigglypuff right now. The Kirby was from clay, and we'll see more of that tomorrow when I do my second clay. So there's like white around the blue, so we're just doing a little bit of white detail on that. Don't want too much. You don't want to rush the detail shape, because otherwise it's gonna just not go where you're trying to put it. Alright. So you can start to see the eye taking shape on this side. And if you do end up putting in the wrong spot, that's okay. You can always put more pink or blue over it again. There was a Smash tournament on our Discord last night, and that was pretty fun to watch. It was streamed on one of our channels, so even people who were not playing, like me, because I don't have it, got to check out the cool stuff going on. There we go. So having that little white piece on the side, it gave our eye a little bit more definition. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Hopefully I can wrap this up in about 15 minutes, because that's when my stream is supposed to end. If it goes a little over, that's fine. The next SWAGFest activity will be at 2 o'clock, which again is that beatboxing lesson right here on Twitch by Sweet Beaches / Boz, whatever you want to call him. Sweet Bejesus. He's known by many names. There we go. So we've got a little bit of, probably need a little bit more on that side. Looking good, Jigglypuff. I don't even know if the white detailing really even shows up on the stream, but when you're looking at it close up, it definitely gives more definition to the eye. Can we bake a SWAGFest cake? Maybe tomorrow morning. We'll see. Okay. Jigglypuff has no nose, but Jigglypuff does have a cute little mouth. So we'll do another, like, you really want a thin piece that you can poke in the right place. Jigglypuff has a tiny smile that says, "I'm gonna sing and make you fall asleep." Ooh, lots of raffle ticket redemptions. And remember to let me know on Discord how you would like your points allocated. So you see how I made like a long piece for the detailing and then kind of poked it on and then cut off the extra. And you can kind of finagle it so it's in the right place. Now it has a little smile. Look how happy it is. And it has dark gray or something in the ears. Let's see. Or black? I can't tell from this picture. Maybe it's black. Younger kid says banana. Well, go eat a banana then. This ear isn't stuck on all the way. Alright, now let us first make the ears a little more pointy, like I was saying before. Careful not to cut off the arms. Alright. I would normally be spending a lot more time finishing up the edges of all of these, but I need to finish by the end of the stream. Looks so happy, look at it. Alright. Let's get some... Or I'm gonna have to start beatboxing. Yeah, nobody's gonna learn anything that way. Little black detail in the ear. And the other ear. No eating bananas, just talking about them. Alright, that's fair enough. Alrighty. I really hope a song about bananas will happen at the Geek Swag concert coming up tomorrow night at 8 p.m. I am so excited for that. We have not had a chance to have a Geek Swag concert I think, since February because of everything that's been happening. I miss the swag of the geeks as well. Alright, well, this is the basic shape of our Jigglypuff. I would then go around and, you know, clean up the shapes a little, get the edges of the feet, the hands, make them a little bit, like, less fuzzy. But in general, the basic shape is there. It's happy, it's smiling. I think it looks pretty cute. Make sure this is all stuck on. Happy N7 day! You check out my sweatshirt. You had no idea it would look that cool. I appreciate that. I'm Kafie. Welcome to the stream. I'm extremely elated by various pieces of news that happened this morning, including the Mass Effect Trilogy remaster coming this spring. I'm super excited about that. I've been waiting for that for a very long time. And then, of course, there is the political news, which I am also elated about. Yes, Taladar, exactly. And what I was saying before is, like, people generally just wear them on, like, these two fingers, but after many hours of felting, I have learned that I need all of them. Because I always end up picking up my piece like this and doing like this. And I somewhere here, but I have like so much stuff, so I can't like find it. I do have silicone ones too, but I really like these leather ones. They're way more flexible. You can still like hold stuff. I cannot wield a keyblade. Thank you. I would like to one day. You know which keyblade I really want to buy for myself, maybe just for cosplay purposes, is Aqua's keyblade, Rainfell. I think Aqua was my first cosplay ever at PAX East. So that holds a special place in my heart. But I didn't have her keyblade. Alright. I'm Kafie. I actually started off the stream working a little bit on this Chibi Garrus that I'm making. I worked on it a little in honor of N7 Day. Aw, I like it. It's smiling. What even is Jigglypuff? It has like cat ears. Very round. Puts everyone to sleep. I could use that at night. Exactly, Taladar. I learned that the hard way. What keeps you zen, Zen? Your garden, duh. Shoulda known, shoulda known. So this is just finishing up the edges of stuff. Making sure things are attached properly. It's still pretty fuzzy. I would want to go over it some more and reduce that a little. Make sure it's not going to come apart. I mean, it's pretty stuck, but the edges can start getting fuzzy if you don't finish it off properly. You have one trivia question for me? Is it Persona? You have two. Is it Ace Attorney? What do I know a lot about Pokemon? I don't know as many as other people do. Alright, well it's 1:30. So today we attached some mandibles onto Chibi Garrus, who still needs a lot of work, obviously. And by popular request, we made a little Jigglypuff. Felt forever. Well, I gotta count up everyone's raffle tickets who redeemed this stream. And we gotta set up for Boz to teach us how to beatbox in about half an hour. But please join us on our Discord right after this stream. We're still having some SWAGFest hype. Hopefully people start participating in the Tom Nip Bake Off. I'm gonna post a picture of what I made soon, but nobody can know yet. There we go. Thank you for requesting that I make Jigglypuff, because it came out pretty cute, I think. I like it. Thank you, Akapora52, you are correct. All proceeds from SWAGFest will be donated to MagFest. Aw, thank you. Alright, thanks for joining me. Don't miss the beatboxing tutorial in about 30 minutes, and we have tons of more SWAGFest things planned for today and tomorrow. You can see the schedule underneath our Twitch stream or pinned to our SWAGFest channel on Discord. Join us there. And thank you for joining me. This was really fun. I really want to do more crafting streams. I have a lot of fun. Hey, Sigma. Swag, swag, swag indeed. I will see you guys on Discord. Bye!